Let's learn how to create an effective hero section. Now, what is the hero section? It's generally referred to as the first thing you see upon entering the website, so you can think of it as the full screen height and width. The reason why the hero section is so important is because it's the first thing people see upon entering your website. If they show up on your website and they don't like what they see right away, they're going to leave. So there are two things that I'm going to do right now. The first thing is I'm going to explain what should be included in your hero section. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to redesign a website, or I'm going to redesign a hero section. I'm going to take a current website and redesign the hero section, make it effective, that's actually going to draw users to take an action on the website. So before we get started here, I need to explain not every website is exactly the same. Hero sections are not the same. However, most websites will incorporate some, if not all, of these aspects. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a goal. You need a clearly defined goal. If you don't have goals, it's not going to be cohesive. It's not going to make sense. If you don't know what you want users to do on your website, they're not going to know what to do either. A local business might be lead generation. You might want to generate leads. A bigger brand might be there purely as informational or to create interest for their company. A startup company might be trying to create an email list. So they're trying to email capture. Once you have a clearly defined goals, then you can move on to the rest. So next we have, I don't even know what exactly to call it. We'll call it the SEO subheader. It's the what and it's the where. So if you're a local business, let's say you're a dental clinic, the SEO subheader would be something along the lines of dental clinic in St. Paul. And that's it. Very simple. Now, if I were to ask you, what is the most important aspect of a hero section or a website in general? You might think like, oh, it's the images, right? Is it the call to action? Is it the design? In my opinion, it's actually none of those things. The most important aspect of a hero section and a website in general is the headline. The headline is what creates emotion, and emotion is what drives people to take action, right? The images and the design can create attraction. They can draw people's interest, but the headline is actually what's going to grab them and to make them think like, man, I want whatever they're selling. I want to keep reading. That is what the headline does. So you might think the benefit of going to the dentist is getting your teeth cleaned. In reality, that's not the benefit. The benefit is that you get to show up to work and all your peers and coworkers are looking at your teeth and they see how white they are and you get that self-esteem. That is the benefit. That is what is going to create emotion and draw people to take action. It's the easing of the pain. You know, you don't have pain in the back of your teeth from those cavities. That is the benefit. The benefit is not the teeth cleaning. It's what actually comes from the benefit. So we have to make sure that the headline actually tells people what the emotional benefit is or what they're actually getting out of this service. Next is the subtext. This is basically a summary of what the page is about. This is pretty lenient. It could be a number of things, but in basic sense, it's just a summary of what the rest of the page is about. Next is the call to action. Again, we were talking about the goal earlier. The call to action should align with that goal. If you are trying to generate leads, you say something along the lines of go to lead form or get a quote now. When you click that button, there's no mystery about what you are going to get. You're going to go to a lead form or you're going to go to a form that helps you get a quote. If you say click here or learn more, those are kind of vague and don't tell people exactly what they're clicking into. Okay, next is something that's not on every single website or not in every single hero section. However, some businesses might want to utilize this, and that is social proof. A lot of websites have social proof, but they don't put it up front and center. If there's room for it, you can put it there. It's not absolutely necessary. You could put a 1, 2, 3 punch of like benefits, benefit 1, benefit 2, benefit 3. You could put that in its place, but it's basically there if you think it's needed for the specific business. All right, and the last thing is images. You got to have high quality images. If you don't have high quality images, no matter how good the design is, it's only as good as the images. So make sure you have good images as well. All right, now that we've got all that said, what we're going to do now is I'm going to head over to the computer and I'm actually going to show you a specific example of putting all these things into practice. Okay, so this is what we're working with. This is a real website. It doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. There's headlines that are kind of conflicting. They're both the same font size. Call to action, I guess, is down here, but not clear. It just doesn't look good. It's not effective. It doesn't grab your attention. It doesn't even attract your attention, much less grab it. So we're going to redesign this from the ground up. So let's head over here. I don't usually, actually, first of all, let's start off with what is our goal here. This is a personal injury law firm in Minneapolis. Their goal is to generate leads. Okay, that is the goal of this page. So I don't usually add an image first. However, just for the sake of this example, I'm going to, so we can actually see the text that we are putting on screen. So we'll put an image here. I don't know, it's a fine image, catches your attention. We don't want it to be super bright, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of an overlay. We'll make it a little bit red. We'll put that red on this right side, and then we will add a little bit of a black overlay on that left side. Okay, I mean, that looks fine. It can be tweaked later. Let's bring that to the bottom. We've got a little bit of a placeholder nav bar up here. All right, let's start out with our SEO subheader. That's what we're going to start out with. It's the what and it's the where. So the what is that we are a personal injury law firm, or actually let's just say personal injury services in Minneapolis. We don't want it to be super long. We want it to be short and concise. Now, we are not going to be playing on the fear necessarily, but what we are going to do is we are actually going to help people ease and get their pain relaxed. Right now, they have just dealt with a very serious injury, and all they want right now is just to have their pain eased. All right, so I'm not going to go for, you know, like a red or yellow, like a cautionary, like scare. I'm going to try to help people relax a little bit. So we're going to go with like this light blue color. Let's change the font a little bit so we can actually see what we're looking at here. Let's do something like that, and then maybe make it I like that. We'll start with this for now, and we can adjust as we go. Okay, so now we need a catchy headline, something to get on people's emotions. We want to create emotion because, remember, emotion is what drives action. So we want to help people ease their pain. So we'll say, I mean, we'll just say that. Ease, or we say like escape the pains of the legal system. They went through a bad accident or bad injury, so they don't want to have to go through the painful legal system, and that's what we're going to help them out with. So we'll change the logo or the font a little bit. Do something like this. Okay, that looks good for now. Next, we need some subtext. So just basically describing the page. So let's see here. What is the page about? The page is about basically, I mean, you could even talk about like your law firm. So our team will guide you through the daunting waters of the legal system, or something along those lines, and bring comfort and peace to the process, because that's what people are really after. They don't want to win a legal battle, they want peace, right? So we'll keep it with that for now. We're going to add a call to action next. So we'll just use this blue that we used before. Easy on the eyes. And then we'll say, what do we want people to do? We want to generate leads, so we'll say like go to lead form. Okay? And then we'll just make it a little bold. We'll say semi-bold. And then let's see here, just gonna very briefly style this, make it look half decent. Okay, and then we're gonna make an arrow, because if you show an arrow, it tells people if you click here, you're going to go to another page. Okay, we've got that all tidied up now. Now we can add, let's say, social proof. Again, not every website is going to have all of these things, but we're just going to put them all on here, just for example's sake. So we could find like, let's see, we could find images of like badges. So I've got just some stock badges here. And honestly, you know, it looks okay. I'm not sure if I would actually put these here. What we could also do instead of having these badges is we could actually put in like a Google rating or something like that. You know, size it down a little bit. And then we could add because right now we don't really know what platform that was on, so we could add a Google logo here. And then if we were going to do this, we might want to say like, you know, we might want to show people where they can see those reviews. So we could say like, see all reviews. And then, let's see, make it a little thinner and bring that down to size 14. Okay, something like that. Things on the page are going to get moved around a little bit. Maybe we put in like a little bit of a border here or something like that. Let's get rid of the fill. I don't know, that looks fine. Maybe we put this call to action up here on the top right. And maybe, I don't know, put something down here on the bottom. Either way, I mean, this is a starting point. That's all this is. Again, not every website's the same. Some websites might incorporate some of these things, and others may only have like 2 of them. I think this is a large improvement from where we started. We've attracted people's attention with the image, you know, nice looking design. The headline grabs people's attention. It gets them either to want to keep reading or to directly contact them, which we have a call to action for. We've got some nice social proof down here. Yeah, I mean, you can use this formula, you know, use it at your own discretion. Pick and choose which ones you think are fit for your business, or for the businesses that you're helping to market. Yeah, that's what I've got for this one. I hope this really helped, and we will see you later.